Good afternoon, student. In the last class, we have seen problems based on construction of decision tree, and while constructing a decision tree, we have to decide which attribute to be used at particular level. Okay. So in previous class, we have seen information gain as a attribute selection measure. In today's class, we are going to see second ASM technique, that is known as Gini index. Okay, and this Gini index is also known as Gini impurity. It is preferred over the information gain because it is computationally simpler. You might be remembering the equation of entropy. There we have to calculate the logarithm, but in Gini impurity we have to just calculate the square of the probability of that particular class. Okay, you might be remembering this graph. So we know that when the classes are equally probable, we were getting entropy as 1. Okay, in case of a Gini impurity we'll get 0.5 now. Okay, and if the probability of any one class is 0 or 1, then we'll be getting G as 0. Just like entropy, we are getting entropy as 0, so we'll get Gi as 0. So the equation of Gini impurity is 1 minus summation from 1 to C. Now C is number of classes, probability of that class. Okay, so equation is very simple. Now in the previous class I talked about ID3 algorithm, which uses information gain. There are several algorithms for constructing decision tree. So next one is C4.5. It uses information gain or gain ratio as the ASM technique, and this Gini index is used by the CART algorithm. CART stands for classification and regression tree. Okay, so let us see the steps involved to split decision tree using Gini impurity score. Okay, so now we'll calculate Gini impurity score or Gini index for each of the attribute. Okay, so for each split, individually calculate the Gini impurity of each child node. Okay, it is similar to what we did in previous class. So for each child we will calculate the Gini impurity. Okay, then from the so for each attribute there will be branches, right? So we will calculate Gini impurity for left child, right child, and then we will calculate the Gini impurity score for the root node for that tree. Okay, so now it will be a weighted average of Gini score for its child. Okay, so calculate the Gini impurity of each split as the weighted average of Gini impurity of child nodes. Okay, and what is weighted average, that I will tell later on. Next one, select the split with the lowest value of Gi. Okay, so we will select that particular attribute which is having the lowest Gi. Repeat steps 1 to 3 until you achieve homogeneous nodes. Okay, so these are the steps. So let us see one example. Okay, so if we have only two classes, okay, so Gini impurity will equation will look like this: 1 minus probability of positive example plus probability of negative example. So this is the question asked in one of the university paper. Consider the following table for binary classification. Calculate the root of the decision tree using Gini index. Okay, clearly they have mentioned Gini index. If it is not mentioned which ASM technique to use, you go for information gain. Okay, because in our Michel book ID3 algorithm is given, which uses information gain. Now this instances are given. Okay, as you can see, this is our target. Okay, so we have total two classes, C1 and C2, and these are the attributes. Now we have to decide which attribute to be placed at the root level of the decision tree. Okay, so how many instances are given? So let us calculate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 instances are given. Now, so remember the steps. For each attribute you have to calculate the Gini impurity for left child and right child, and from that you have to calculate the Gini index of that particular attribute as the weighted average of GI of child nodes. Okay. So to decide the root of the decision tree, so classification of each attributes are, okay, so what is the classification power of each attribute? So first we will consider only customer income. Now how many values are there in customer income? High and low. Only two values are there. Okay, so if we decide customer income as a node, customer income, then it will have only two branches, high and low. In high we will get either C1 or C2, right, for the class, right, and for the low also we will have C1, C2, right. So let us calculate that count. So we want high and C1, okay, count of high and C1. So high C1, 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, so this is how we have to calculate the values of each combination. Okay, so first we are considering customer income attribute. It has two values, high and low, and when the customer income is high, how many times we are getting C1? So we have calculated as 3. Then calculate the combination high and C2, the number of occurrence of high and C2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is how you have to calculate the values for all the possible combinations. Okay, now from this table you can easily find out the Gini index. Now first we will talk about customer income attribute. To calculate Gini index of customer income attribute, so first we have to calculate Gini index score for the left branch, its left branch. So Gini index of left branch of customer income. So GI left equals to 1 minus probability of C1 class. So here we have C1 and C2 as the classes. Okay, you may have positive and negative or yes or no. So probability of C1 plus probability of C2, okay, and square of that. Okay, so 1 minus, so how many numbers are there, how many instances are there? Total 7. Out of that 3 are C1. Okay, so the probability of C1 class is 3 out of 7, and probability of C2 will be 4 divided by 7. Okay, and you calculate the GI of left branch. Then we have to calculate GI of right branch. Okay, so GI of right equals to 1 minus probability of C1 square plus probability of C2 square. Okay, as you can see here, the count is 2, 5. Okay, so the probability of C1 will be 2 divided by 7 minus 5 divided by 7 square, and if you calculate the value, it is coming out to be 0.408. Then from these two GI values we have to calculate the GI index of this attribute. Okay, so it will be a weighted average. Okay, so GI index of customer income equals to weighted average of GI of leaf nodes. Okay, so now how to calculate weighted average? Now in the left branch, how many instances are there? There 7, and in the right branch again we have 7. Okay, so if we have imbalance, okay, so consider in the left branch, let's consider 10 are there, and in the right branch 4 are there, then we have to give more importance to the left branch. Okay, that's why its weightage will be 10 divided by 10 plus 4. So we are giving more weightage to this branch, and the weight of this branch will be 4. Okay, so we are giving less importance to the right branch. Okay, so that is the meaning of weighted average. So here I am calculating. So in the left branch we have 3 plus 4 divided by how many total instances are there. So it would be the addition of left branch plus addition of right branch into GI value of that. So this is known as weighted average. Plus in the right branch we have 2 plus 5 divided by total summation, it is same value, into GI value of that right branch. and it is coming out to be 0.4485. So this is GI index of customer income. Similarly, we have to calculate GI index for gender and then for car type. Now to calculate GI of gender, so GI of its left branch is 1 minus probability of C1 square minus probability of C2 square. Okay. Now see the tree of gender. So here we have 4 plus 3 and here 1 plus 6. Okay. So now we are talking about left branch. Okay. So the probability of C1, so it was 4 3, right? So 4 divided by 4 plus 3 square minus the probability of C2 is 3, right? So 3 divided by 4 plus 3. So value is this one. Then GI of right branch, 1 minus probability of C1 square minus probability of C2 square, and the combination was 1 6. So 1 minus probability of C1 is 1 divided by 1 plus 6 square minus 6 divided by 1 plus 6 square. So it is coming out to be 0.245. Now so from this GI of both the lifts, we can calculate the GI of gender as, so weighted average again. So in the left branch we are having 4 plus 3 and 1 plus 6. So weight of left branch will be 1 plus 3 divided by the total count, that is 4 plus 3 plus 1 plus 6 into GI of that, plus in right branch we are having 1 6, right? So its weight will be 1 plus 6 divided by the total count into GI of that. So GI of gender is 0.367. Now similarly, to calculate GI of car type, so then we will calculate the GI of left branch and then right branch. As you can see, the GI of left branch is 0.37 and right branch is 0.5, and here we have calculated the weighted average of that, and it is coming out to be 0.428. Okay, so in this way we have calculated the GI of each split. Okay, so let me show you the steps. For each split, individually calculate the GI impurity of each child node, that is calculated. Calculate the GI of each split as the weighted average of GI of child node. Okay, so we have calculated the GI of each split. Select the split with the lowest value of GI. Okay, so now if you compare the values, gender is 0.3, GI of gender is 0.367.